Welcome to this short meditation in honor of the Gemini New Moon. Begin by finding a position in which your body feels relaxed and supported. You might want to roll your neck or shoulders one way and then the other to help them find the best alignment. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes or at least look down as you focus on your inner experience. And tune into the breath now, coming into and out of your lungs. Without trying to change or control it in any way, simply follow the inflow and the outflow as you settle into being right here, right now. Welcome whatever arises without judgment. Minds do think. It's what they're created to do, just as hearts feel and bodies talk to us. So whatever comes, simply receive it, like the earth receives the shadows of clouds passing across the sky. And then return to the breath. As you continue to attend to the breath, you might notice a slight pause at the top, just before you exhale, and another slight space after your lungs release, just before they fill again. In this way, the waves of the breath are like the waves in the ocean, each one rising up, pausing for just a moment as it crests, then falling back on the exhale to return to that vast ocean of no breath, then waiting just a bit more before the cycle begins again. Rising, cresting, falling, emptied. Rising, cresting, falling, emptied. This conscious breathing continues as another part of you attends to my words. We are poised now at the time of the new moon, that point in the moon's cycle in which the moon and the sun are in conjunction. This means that viewed from Earth, they occupy the same section of the sky. And tonight, both are in the section of the sky called Gemini. Pure Gemini energy is vivacious, fun-loving, communicative. It is an air sign, which means there's a lot of mental energy and comfort in the world of ideas, with enthusiasm about new understanding, new beliefs, new everything. Gemini is also a mutable sign, meaning it doesn't like to get stuck in old ways of being. Gemini relishes change. Right now, we have not just the sun and moon in Gemini. Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter are also in Gemini. Mercury, which rules Gemini and governs the mind and communication. Venus, which governs not just love and harmony in relationships with others, but in relationship to ourselves as well. And Jupiter, that planet of expansion. What this means is that there's a whole lot of Gemini energy streaming down, and it's a perfect time to use those wonderful minds of ours to recognize beliefs that have outlived their usefulness and are ready to be released in favor of expanding ourselves into new beliefs and ways of being that are more in keeping with where we are now and with the self-love we want to deepen, knowing that the cosmos is our ally in this. Before we go further, return now to a full focus on the waves of your breath, its rise, its crest, its fall, its emptiness. Rising, cresting, falling, and emptied. And now return refreshed to this task of resetting your beliefs to those that will support who you are now, the life you are creating on this very day. Knowing you have the support of that cluster of heavenly bodies, find an outmoded belief, a way of engaging in the world, an attitude perhaps of insecurity or shame or distrust, something that hinders you. When you find it, imagine figuratively holding it in your hand and be playful with this, realizing how that way of being came to you, recognizing it was important at one time, but is no longer needed, at least not in quite the same way. See or pretend you see yourself offering it up to the heavens and watch as it moves away, maybe floating off like a dandelion fluff, or perhaps disappearing suddenly with a poof. And in your empty palm, see what might even now already spontaneously be taking its place. Or perhaps, given Gemini's facility with words, after this meditation is complete, you'll find an affirmation of this new belief or attitude that wants to take up residence in your mind and your heart. For now, just open to one word or a very few words that hold well what you'd like to bring into your life, what is being brought in even now in the simple imagining of it. As this meditation draws to a close, return now to the wave cycle of the breath. Feel it rising, pausing for that microsecond as it crests, releasing with the outflow and returning to that vast ocean of no breath before it rises again, crests, falls, and empties. Follow it now for several rounds of breath. And stay here for however long you'd like. knowing new patterns often require our loving attention until they become firmly rooted within us. Give yourself the gift of this loving attention as you continue to shape and reshape your life in true Gemini fashion, remembering that you have not only the support of Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter, but the support of your own wisest self and your guides.